And we're back. So this is part 8 of the Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. So last time, if you remember on part 7, we tackled pretty much the whole of the S.S Anne. We managed to beat pretty much all the traders, got a bunch of new items, and yeah, our Magikarp evolved and actually became a useful member of our team. I also managed to train Vermillion off screen because I knew it was kind of falling behind level, so I tried training it off screen a bit so I could catch up with the others. And yeah, now it's level 22, so now it should be a bit more useful now than it was before, so that's great and all. And yeah, so we're finally near the end of the S.S Anne. Once we go up this corridor, we'll pretty much be finished with the S.S Anne. And hopefully, by the end of it, we should be able to find a way to be able to cut down those trees so we can challenge the next gym leader. So yeah, let's hope we can do that. So, what is at the end of this corridor? Well, only one way to find out, right? So once you go up this corridor, boom! Who else would it be? Asshat out of nowhere. Bonjour, Jason. Imagine seeing you here. Jason, were you really invited? Oh, jeez, how rude can you be? So how's your Pokedex coming along? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Well, I've only got like 6 kinds, but whatever. Different kinds are everywhere. Core around in grassy areas. Well, if you say so, buddy. So yeah, we have a fight with Asshat once again, and he gets a different sprite. Why don't I get a different sprite? Why is he special? How can you have 40 different kinds of Pokemon and still only have 4 in your party? Come on, man. So yeah, I still don't believe he's telling the truth. But yeah, sends out his level 19 Spearow. So we should be able to take this out easily. Now our Charmeleon's a bit stronger. Yeah, look at that. He's doing much more damage than he would have before. So should be able to take him out with his second Ember. Boom, there we go. Easy peasy. No problemo. What's his next Pokemon? He says that a Rattata. So I'll just keep Charmeleon in. So yeah. Asshat is, I mean, as much as I don't like Asshat, he was probably the best rival that we've ever had in the Pokemon games, because as we go through the generations, the rivals sort of became less significant. I mean, the rivals starting from, pretty much starting from Generation 3 and onwards, the rivals weren't really that exciting. They didn't have much character. They weren't really rivals anymore, really. They were more companions rather than rivals, and I kind of missed that part of Pokemon because I liked having Asshat. I mean, yes, he was a dickhead, but that was the reason why he sort of pushed you to, like, you always wanted to beat him because of how he acted. It made you want to beat him, which is what obviously a rival is, to always be able to compete and always be able to work harder because of him. So yeah, I don't know why they changed it in the later games. I mean, yeah, I just hope that in the next games that they sort of go back to that kind of route. I don't think they will. I mean, they haven't done it for the past couple of years. But it would be nice if they went back to the route where you actually had a rival, you know. I mean, a lot of people might say that the Generation 2's rival is probably better. But I personally think that Generation 1's rival was probably the best. Even though, as much as I hate him, but he was a proper rival that you never really had in the later games, so like I said. But as much as a rival, he's still a joke, so yes. We took down his Eevee, got to level 23, and easy peasy. Didn't break a sweat. Humph. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Damn right, good sir. I'm a great Pokemon trainer. I heard there was a Cut Master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. But Cut itself is really useful. You should go see him. Smell you later. Yep, well, we'll smell you later too, Asshat. Smell you later. But yes, now that we finally defeat Asshat, we can finally get into the captain's room. And yeah, he doesn't... everyone's been telling us that he hasn't really been feeling too well. So if you check the bed, yuck, shouldn't have looked. And yeah, this is one of the more creepy, weird parts of Pokemon. So if you talk to the captain, I feel hideous, seasick. Jason rubbed the captain's back. Rub. That sounds really dodgy. Whew, thank you. I feel much better. You want to see my cut technique? I could show you if I wasn't ill. I know, you can have this. Teach it to your Pokemon, you can see it. Cut anytime. And we get the HM01, the first major HM in the game. I still kind of question why you're a captain if you get seasick, but yeah. So we finally get Cut. HM01 Cut. There are several, many of these around the whole Pokemon game. The first one we get is Cut. And like it says itself, it allows us to cut down trees. So if you remember that tree in front of the gym in Vermillion City, and that tree where Cerulean City was, this allows us to finally cut down those trees and finally get to where we want to be. So this is perfect. HM moves are very special moves. Unlike TM moves, you can teach them as many times as you want. They'll never disappear and they're infinite use, which is really, really nice. However, the one problem with HM moves is that once you've taught it to a Pokemon, you can't delete it. In the later games, there was a guy called a move deleter that allowed you to delete HM moves whenever you felt like it. But in this game, there's no such thing. So once you teach it cut, that was it. It was stuck to your Pokemon permanently. So be careful when you're going to teach these HM moves, because obviously, if you teach it to a Pokemon that you want to use, then yeah, it's going to screw you over. But once you get HM01 cut and you leave the S.S Anne, it finally leaves. So once you've done that, you'll never get to go into the S.S Anne again. So make sure you pick up all the items, battle all the trainers you want, because once you've gotten the HM cut, you can never go back in the S.S Anne again. So yeah, remember that. But yep, that's that. So now that we've got HM01 cut, we can finally get to the gym. A lot of people commonly get a Pokemon called a HM slave. HM slaves are just Pokemon that you don't really care about, but you can teach them HM moves and they can just get you where you want to be, which is what I am going to do. I'm going to see if I have any Pokemon I can no cut. I mean, I can learn cut right now. Yeah, so only Charmeleon can learn cut, and obviously I'm not going to teach Vermillion cut because he's a main party member. So obviously I'm going to have to find a Pokemon that can learn cut, so I guess it's time for me to explore and find a Pokemon that can do that. So I'll see you in a second when I actually find a Pokemon that can do that. So let's go. Okay, and we're back. So I finally found a Pokemon that can learn cut. It actually took me a lot longer than I expected, because all the Pokemon that you could catch outside of Vermillion City, none of them could learn cut. So I literally had to run all the way back to Cerulean City to find a Pokemon that can learn cut, and that would be Sandshrew. So hopefully I can catch this Sandshrew. I'm going to have to weaken it with something weaker. I think Clefable should do the job, because I think if I use Charmeleon, it's probably going to kill it. So I'm going to send a Clefable. So Clefable might actually get some use in this match. So yeah, hopefully I can catch it. I don't know how much pound will do. Alright, excellent. This will do enough. So once I capture Sandshrew, I can teach it cut, and then we can get on our very way. So yes, now it's orange. I should be able to catch it with a Pokeball now. So let's try it. Go, Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Sandshrew was caught. Good stuff. Always good. So finally we've got Sandshrew, and now we can finally teach it cut. And we finally got a HM slave, I guess. Well, not really HM slave, but he's just going to be a Pokemon that we use cut for. But yeah, while we're actually in Cerulean City, we might as well go get that bike that we got from the. We might as well go claim our bike using the bike voucher we got from the Pokemon Fan Club chairman. So if you go back in here, and we've still got a bike voucher in your inventory, if I remember. And yep, the bike voucher. We just go up to the guy, and instead of paying 1 million Poké Dollars, we get it for free. Oh, that's a bike voucher. Okay, here you go. And yeah, we got a free bicycle, so we saved ourselves 1 million Poké Dollars. Awesome stuff. And trust me, getting a bike is so important, because once you get the bike and you put it on, boom, you get amazing music, and you can ride at the speed of sound. Rolling around at the speed of sound. But yeah, now that we've got our bike, we can now head back to Vermillion City. So, I'll see you there in a second. Let's go. Alright, so finally back in Vermillion City, all hued up. Charmeleon actually got a couple more levels while I was trying to find a Pokemon I could get cut for. But now that we've got cut, let's teach it to him. So, build up contains cut. And we can teach it to Sandshrew. And boom, Low's cut. And as you can see, the HM doesn't disappear unlike the other TM, so that's excellent. I've still got my rare candy, but I think I'll keep it there for now. But yes, all you gotta do is walk up towards a tree, go to your Pokemon inventory, go to your Pokemon and Low's cut, and boom, it's gone. So now we can finally enter the third gym, where I hope the sign will tell us. Vermillion City Pokemon Gym, leader Lieutenant Surge, for Lightning American. So yes, we're gonna fight an American. So we're finally in. So what does this guy say? Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric type Pokemon. Birds and water Pokemon are at risk. Beware of paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. You will have to break a code to get to him. He's right when he says about that. But yeah, since it's an electric type gym, unfortunately that means pretty much means that Gyarados is pretty much out of the action. since Gyarados is part water and flying type, it's really weak against electric. So unfortunately, I doubt Gyarados is going to get much spotlight in this gym. But what the guy was talking about was right. To get to Lieutenant Surge, there are these bins that are just here. One of these bins has a switch in it. You gotta find that switch. But once you found that switch, there's another switch that is either parallel or perpendicular to one of these bins. So you gotta make sure you get it right. If you get it wrong, it resets, and you'll have to randomly find it again. So it is quite a tedious process. But before we start worrying about that, let's actually fight the gym trainers in the gym. So let's do that. I think I'll keep Charmeleon out for now. So yeah, let's just keep Charmeleon out for now. I could use Pikachu, but nah, I think Charmeleon's he's having a pretty good streak right now. So let's keep him going. And Mankey's still really high levels. I don't really want to use Mankey for now, but yeah, he says I have Magnemite. So this should be no problem for Charmeleon. Magnemite's only electric in this game. In the later games, he would eventually be part electric and steel. But steel isn't a type in this game yet, so for now, it's just electric. Let's keep using Ember. It's not doing much damage, but yeah, it's doing the job. It's doing the job. He's not really doing much to Charmeleon either, so Ember, a couple more Embers should be able to take him out. It's his only Pokemon, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, critical hit, nice. Just keep going with the Ember. Alright, boom, that's that done. Not bad. 457 XP. Pretty good. Wow, surprised me. So yeah, there goes that. What does this guy have to say? I'm a lightweight, but I'm good with electricity. So yeah, Lieutenant Surge was one of the cooler looking gym leaders in the game. I mean, if you remember him in the TV shows, he was pretty cool. He was a pretty cool guy. The backstory of Lieutenant Surge is that he used to be a soldier back in the war, and he used electric Pokemon to help him fight in the war, and apparently saved his life, which is why he's an electric type gym leader. Ever since electric Pokemon saved his life, he's always dedicated his training and his battling to just use electric type Pokemon, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept. I mean, it's cool because not many gym leaders ever explain why they use a certain type of Pokemon, but that's Lieutenant Surge's reason, and it's pretty cool. So we've got another Voltorb. Charmeleon's pretty much pulling in the work right now. He's doing pretty good. He's still using Ember though. I'm kind of hoping that he learns a new move soon. I don't remember when he does learn a new fire type move, but Ember's still doing the work. But I don't know. I wish he had a stronger fire type move. Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom always does 20 damage, so that's quite powerful at the beginning of the game. So be careful of that. So only a few Pokemon can learn Sonic Boom. I think only Magneton and Voltorb can learn Sonic Boom. So still using Voltorb. I'm still sticking with Charmeleon. It's still doing the job. So far, I haven't actually seen any of these guys use electric type moves. So I probably could have used Gyarados in this battle, actually. It just needs to only know Tackle and Sonic Boom. But yeah, let's just keep doing that. Screech. But yeah, we're kind of making a lot of progress now. I mean, what, we're 8 parts in and we're finally on the 3rd gym leader. So I'm actually making quite a lot of progress. Much more than I was expecting, actually. So that's pretty good. You know what? Let's give Gyarados some spotlight, I guess, because none of these Pokemon seem to be using electric type moves. So yeah, let's use Gyarados a bit and see how well he handles it. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. So yeah, like this guy. This guy refers to the army like Lieutenant Surge. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Gentleman wants to fight. He doesn't really look like an army person, but we'll take his word for it, I guess. So he's using a Voltorb as well. Let's go Gyarados. Bubble Beam should work. Screech lowers my defense by 2 levels. There we go. Just keep using Bubble Beam. But yeah, this is another gym leader that really isn't good for Pikachu. It's quite a shame because Pikachu really does get much luck in terms of gym leaders in this game. I mean, electric Pokemon resist electric types. So obviously, Pikachu can't really do much against Lieutenant Surge and the gym in general. But at the same time, these guys can't really affect Pikachu either. So at the same time, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Pikachu doesn't do much to Lieutenant Surge, but Lieutenant Surge can't do much to Pikachu. But even still, I would still recommend getting other Pokemon to take on Lieutenant Surge. So yeah. That's not done. Stop, you're very good. But yeah, now that we've done that, let's go heal up and start getting ready to start finding that switch that this guy kept talking about. So I'll see you in a second when I heal up my Pokemon. Okay, and we're back. So now we're gonna find the switches like that guy was telling us about. So if you just randomly check the bins, nope, there's only trash here. That's pretty much what it's gonna keep saying until you find that switch. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. Nope, nothing here. Yeah, you just gotta keep checking. It's literally just a luck-based kind of thing because it's completely random where the switches are. They're never in a set place, and even if you get it wrong, the switches do change where they are as well. So you just really gotta keep checking. Nope, there's only switch here. Nope, so it must be in the bottom row if it's not on the top row or the middle row. Nope. Okay, we're narrowing down our options. Nope, so it must be these last two. Okay, it must be this one here. Hey, there's a switch under the trash. Turn it on. The first electric lock opens. So as you said, there's the first one. There's a second switch. Now, like I said, it's either parallel or perpendicular. So it can either be this bin or this bin. If you get it wrong, it will reset. So you gotta be. It's literally just a game of luck, basically. So if I get this here, the second lock opened. Yes, motorized door open. So yes, since I got it right, the door does open. If I was to have chosen this bin, it would have absolutely resetted the lock and I would have had to find it all over again. So it can be quite tedious. But luckily, because I got it first time, we finally got access to Lieutenant Surge. So let's check my Pokemon and see if I'm ready. You don't want your Gyarados or any water type Pokemon to start. Trust me, because Lieutenant Surge does have electric type moves and they will destroy you. I'm probably going to start with Mankey. So we're going to do that. So let's go. Ted Hunt, welcome to Vermillion Gym. Will you look at that? A pint-sized challenger. Ha ha ha. You've got big and brassy nerves to take me on with your puny power. A Pokemon battle is war. I'll show you, civilian. I'll shock you into surrender. So yes, we're finally fighting Lieutenant Surge. He's definitely one of the tougher gym battles you'll face. In Pokemon Red and Blue, he will have more than one Pokemon, but in Pokemon Yellow, he will only have one Pokemon, and that is Raichu, and it will definitely be one of the strongest Pokemon you will face. Probably stronger than the Starmie we encountered with Misty. Raichu, level 28, pretty powerful, but I'm just hoping that with Mankey I can kill it with Karate Chop. Yeah, his Raichu knows a lot of good moves. Mega Kick and Thunderbolt, and of course, critical hit, and it takes me out one hit. It's ridiculous. If I'm right, it knows Mega Kick, Mega Punch, Thunderbolt, and Thunder Wave. Those are the moves it knows, and they're pretty powerful. Do not underestimate this Raichu. I'm going to send out Pikachu, the pre-evolved version of Raichu. But my best tactic is just going to use Thunder... No, I want to use Thunder Wave. Okay, it knows Growl? Okay, I thought I had Thunder Wave. But, yeah, as you can see, Thunder Shock does absolutely nothing. But you want to paralyze it and hope for the best. It's using Growl, which will lower my attack stat. So I'm just going to use Thunder Wave on it to hopefully paralyze it and slow it down a bit. This is a very class... If you watch the TV series, in the first series, Ash actually fights Raichu with his own Pikachu. And it is a pretty humorous fight because Raichu's like double the size of Pikachu. Yeah, it knows Mega Punch and Mega Kick, which is pretty powerful. Look how much damage it does! It kills in one hit without really... It wasn't even a critical hit. It's ridiculously powerful. So we're going to... You know what? I'm actually going to send out Gyarados. This is stupid. You really shouldn't do this, but because two of my Pokemon being KO'd, I don't really have a choice. So since Gyarados will be faster because it's paralyzed, hopefully I can do a big chunk of damage. It's still using Mega Kick for some reason, even though it does know Thunderbolt. But at this rate, I don't think it really matters because of how much critical hits it's getting. Let's use Bubble Beam. It's using Thunderbolt. As you can see, Thunderbolt. This is absolutely going to take out Gyarados. So yeah, this is going to become a close fight. 2 critical hits in a row. Not the greatest in the world. But yeah, it looks like we're finally only down to Charmeleon, Sandshrew, and Clefable. Obviously, Charmeleon is going to be our best bet here. I'm just hopefully going to be able to... I'm just going to hope that he gets paralyzed and my Ember does enough damage to take him out. Oh god, it's using Growl, which won't affect me because Ember is a special attack move. Use Ember. It should be able to take out next turn. Critical hit. It's fully paralyzed, yes! My luck with paralysis is unbelievable, I swear to god. This is why I always recommend using status infliction moves when you can, because it really does save your bacon. And boom, we defeat Lieutenant Surge. Like I said, Lieutenant Surge is a bloody powerful gym leader. Even though it's his only Pokemon, his Raichu is powerful. So you gotta be careful with it. But luckily, after, what, 3 Pokemon getting destroyed, Charmeleon finally takes it out. The Thunderbirds cranks up your Pokemon's speed. They also let your Pokemon fly, and anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. And it will give you TM24, which, personally, one of my favorite TMs in the game. TM24 contains Thunderbolt. Teaches to an Electric-type Pokemon. Thunderbolt is probably one of the most powerful Electric-type moves in the game. So to get it this early is an incredible TM. You really want to make sure you be careful with that TM, because once you've used it, like I said, you'll never be able to use it again. A lot of people will tend to teach Thunderbolt to Pikachu, but I'm not going to do that because like I said, I'm going to be replacing Pikachu soon, so obviously I don't want to teach it to a Pokemon I'm not going to be keeping. So I'm going to keep TM24 Thunderbolt in my inventory for now, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to use it on the Pokemon in the future I'm going to replace Pikachu with. But until then, let's heal up my Pokemon, because that fight was pretty tough, so I'll see you in a second. Alright, now, whilst I'm in the Pokemon Center, I fully healed up my Pokemon. I might as well show off how the PC works, because I've never actually shown off the PC in the Pokemon Center. Every Pokemon Center has a PC, so if you access it just over here, you have different options. You have Professor Oak's PC, Bill's PC, and your own PC. It has my name, obviously, but it'll be your name depending on what name your character is. So Bill's PC is the first one option. This allows you to deposit your Pokemon. If you didn't know already, you can only have 6 Pokemon in your party. If you have any more, it will automatically go into your PC. So you can withdraw or deposit a Pokemon. Because I have 6 Pokemon, I am going to deposit Clefable, since I don't really need it anymore. So I'm just going to deposit in there. It has also other options too. As you can see, it had... you can withdraw it, you can change the box, you can release it. Every box can only contain up to a maximum of 30 Pokemon. But if you change box, there is, there's like a bunch of other boxes. What, 12 boxes? So 30 times 12, that's what? 30s? I can't count. 30 times 12, that's 360. You can put a total of 360 Pokemon inside a box, which is a lot of Pokemon. It's unlikely you're going to have 360 Pokemon, but it's there. Release Pokemon. If you want to release a Pokemon, that means you pretty much delete that Pokemon. You'll never get it again, and yeah. Print box. You can't really do anything with that anymore. That used to be something called the Pokemon printer. It allowed you to print random pictures of your Pokemon back when it was a thing. Like, I don't know. It was really, really weird. I don't really know much about it because I've never had one personally. Your own PC, this allows you to deposit and withdraw items. So if like I said, remember, if your inventory is full, you can deposit items you no longer want or just need. So you can just deposit in the PC. So like I already deposited some of my TMs and my other things like the fossils, because obviously I can't use them for now. So I just deposited in the PC. So yeah, you'll be pretty much using this PC quite a lot, because your inventory is going to get full really, really quickly. But yeah, in the later games they removed this option, because in the later games you had infinite storage, so you never really needed to use this PC option anymore. Professor Oak's PC, if you talk to this, just allows you to talk to Professor Oak. He'll rate your Pokédex and he'll judge how many Pokemon you've seen, how many Pokemon you've owned, and he'll give you advice and tips of how to improve your Pokédex and stuff like that. It's not really that great, but it's there if you want Professor Oak to judge your Pokédex. As you saw, I've only captured 9 Pokemon, so yeah, I've barely caught any. But yeah, I just wanted to show off the PC. So anyway, now that we're fully healed up, let's get going. Okay, so now that we've finally got our third gym badge, we can go back up to Cerulean City and go to where that, remember we saw that tree? We could cut it down and progress through that area. But before we do that, let's talk to this police officer again. Remember she was talking about the Squirtle? Once you've obtained the Thunder Badge, if you talk to this policewoman, she'll be like, you must be a pretty good trainer. I just caught a Squirtle, but I was always getting into mischief. Would you like the one to take good care of it? And yes, you can get given a free Squirtle. Yeah, so if you want a Squirtle for your team, there's the place to get it. It's level 10 like that Charmander we received. Yeah. Squirtle is a very good Pokemon to have. I would recommend using it if you're not using a Gyarados. I was tempted to use Squirtle on my team, but because I really wanted a Gyarados, I decided against it. So, unfortunately, Squirtle is not really going to get much love, so I'm going to deposit into the PC. But yeah, if you really want to use a Squirtle, which I really recommend actually, because it's one of my favorite starter Pokemon of all time. It's a good Pokemon. I always use Squirtle when I play with Pokemon Yellow, which is the reason why I'm not doing it, but yeah, otherwise I recommend it, because Squirtle is a pretty good water type once it evolves into Blastoise after all. But yeah, instead of going back up to Cerulean, I want to show off another area that you can go. So if you keep heading to the right of the dockyard where the S.S Anne was, there's actually another area filled with trainers and grass. So this is another good place where you can train your Pokemon if you want experience, which I probably will do. But also, before going that way, there's this cave. It's also known as Diglett Cave. What a surprise, Diglett's dug this long tunnel. It goes right to Vermillion City. This is correct. This tunnel takes you all the way back to Vermillion City. So if you want to take a shortcut, then you can. Basically, this tunnel pretty much exists for Lieutenant Surge. If you're unable to beat Lieutenant Surge with your Pikachu or your current party because you're either too weak or your Pokemon have bad type advantages, you can encounter Diglett in this tunnel. Diglett is a fantastic Pokemon against Lieutenant Surge because, like against Brock, Diglett is unable to be inflicted by any electric type moves. So basically, Thunderbolt from Raichu won't be able to do anything to Diglett. So it's a pretty good Pokemon to be able to stop Raichu in its tracks. But you still need to remember, Raichu still knows Mega Punch and Mega Kick, which are also very, very powerful moves as well. But it's here just in case you want another other Pokemon to kind of stand a better chance against Raichu. But yeah, we're not going to visit Diglett Cave for now. We'll probably go in here later. But yeah, so pretty much the end of this part is just going to be me facing off against these random trainers. And next part, we'll probably head back to Cerulean City and go cut down that tree that we saw and try head off into that area. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this part, and I'll see you guys next time. So let's finish it off with a montage of us pretty much being all the trainers in this area. So I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day. See you guys later. Okay, now we're just going to slow it down a bit. I know this is the end of the video, but if you continue walking to the right, you can't go any further because there's a sleeping Pokemon blocking away. So I just wanted to put this part in just so you know that if you keep going to the right, you can't go any further from this point on. You'll be able to get there later, but not now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.